Hi, everybody. I'm really excited. We have a wonderful junior high Weston High School student, Aidan Chen, and he's a varsity freestyle breaststroke swimmer, and the reason why he got here at 6:45 is because he just was at a meet and his coach would not let him out. So he's here speaking to us tonight. Aidan's also a musician. He plays the oboe for both the school orchestra and for the Rivers Symphony Orchestra. And he took up the trombone to play in the school band. He's also the founder of the initiative Books for the Babies that sources books for the premature babies currently in neonatal intensive care units across America. And he is going to be speaking to us about that tonight. I also want to mention that we didn't do Happy Dollars earlier because I'd like to do a cause of the month for Books for the Babies. And right outside, Aidan has some material and a small red bucket that you can make a donation on your way out as part of your Happy Dollars. And you can pick up a really nice purple Books for the Babies band. So let's give Aidan a warm welcome.
Thank you. Hello, I'm Aidan Chen, and I want to first thank members of the Rotary Club for your time today. A very special thanks to President Jan Luchetti and Mr. Mark Messina for making this opportunity possible. I'm here to talk about my work to support literacy for children who began their lives in the neonatal intensive care unit and need stimulation through books to help them begin their lifelong journey of learning. My interest in these very special babies started with a visit to Brigham and Women's Hospital over a year ago. What I noticed that day were the cribs where the babies were laying and the hospital rooms where those cribs were. Every one of those little beds was full, yet it was very quiet, save for the constant beeping coming from the life monitoring machines the babies were hooked up to. I later learned that every year in the US, approximately 1 out of 10 babies is born too early, and we don't really know why. These infants come into the world before completing the normal 37 to 40 weeks of pregnancy and miss out on the important growth and development that happens in those final weeks. Instead, premature babies are forced to spend the early days, sometimes months, of their lives in the NICU. As a result of this, they miss out on something we take for granted: human conversation. This lack of exposure to languages leads to a decreased literary abilities, an effect highly apparent by age 2. My initiative, Books for the Babies, hopes to give these very small infants a stronger start. Studies show that reading to babies enhances the bonding experience and helps social and cognitive development as they hear the use of different emotions and expressive sounds around them. I have lots of pictures as me as a baby, regularly being read to alongside my brother and sister. Perhaps that is why I'm such a big reader today. I started a GoFundMe page and raised enough dollars to make a substantial delivery to families last year. Funds raised also supported March of Dimes research and went to books for babies of military families across the United States. This year, I expanded my initiative by personally contacting individuals outside my circle, as well as large publishers and distributors such as Chronicle Books. As a result, I managed to net over 600 books that I delivered to Brigham and Women's Hospitals just in time with the holidays. The impact these books make on the families who have already been through so much was just astonishing. And we continue to learn how to help these babies, in addition to the vast benefits of reading at birth. The Brigham Baby Academy was started 2 years ago and produced a video that I would like to share with you now.
In the great green room, there was a telephone and a red balloon and a picture of was a cow jumping over the moon.
And there were 3 little bears sitting on chairs. You love this book. And 2 little kittens and a pair of mittens.
Y una casa de muñeca y un ratón que corretea.
And a quiet old lady who was whispering, hush. Good night, room. Good night, moon. Good night, cow jumping over the moon.
Buenas noches, 3 ositos. Buenas noches, 3 sillitas. Buenas noches, gatitos juguetones. Buenas noches, lindos mitones.
Good night, clocks, and good night, socks. Good night, little house, and good night, mouse.
Good night, comb, and good night, brush. Good night, nobody. Good night, mush.
And good night to the old lady whispering, hush.
Good night, stars. Good night, air.
Good night noises everywhere.
Te amo, mi amor, ¿ok? Te amo con todo mi corazón, mamá.
I learned from the experience of starting Books for the Babies that people want to help. They really do. But you have to be persistent, know that they're busy, keep reminding them, and make it easy to do good. But the work doesn't stop there. The campaign is ongoing. I've had more requests by hospitals who are always short on their supplies, and also from the March of Dimes assisting military families for Asian and Spanish language books, and hope to make another big delivery to commemorate International Book Month in February. So thank you for your time. I hope you will be interested to learn even more about Books for the Babies. Happy New Year and thanks again. If anyone has any questions, then
Does anyone have any questions for Aidan?
Do the parents make requests for certain books, or do you decide what books and you deliver them?
the parents don't make individual requests, but I try to give a range of different subjects, such as books about animals and more classic children's books like The Little Engine That Could. So that's how I usually pick books to deliver.
And how frequently do you go down to Children's Hospital?
I go to Brigham and Women's Hospital around, well, I did an internship there recently, so I was going down there every day for a little while. And I probably go there around every 3 to 4 months.
But anyway, so why NICU?
So I actually first got interested in the NICU after a visit to it as part of a research opportunity that I was investigating. And I looked around and I saw that this was a place that I could help. And I did some research and I found out that babies need books in ways that we don't really think about. So I decided that I would make this my initiative.
So are there people that go in and read the books of the babies besides the parents, or do the nurses ever? I'm sure the nurses don't have time to read, but is there a group or an organization that actually goes in and reads to children in the NICU unit?
There are a series of volunteers that help out around the NICU, like holding the babies and I think feeding them occasionally. So perhaps their duties include reading them, but I'm not exactly sure.
And is this something you're interested in long-term, or something you're doing through your high school years and perhaps into college?
I think I would be definitely interested in gaining a closer connection to the NICU in future years.
And what other ways can the Rotary Club help you? I assume that even putting money in your bucket out front will help you purchase books.
Yes, every penny counts.
And And in February, you're doing, delivering books to
Yes.
hospitals. And how many books do you have? I'm sure you'd like a ton, but how can we help you gain more access to more books?
So this meeting alone, I think, will be very helpful because it will increase the visibility of my initiative, and hopefully more people will get interested and find out more and perhaps feel the urge to donate. Other than that, I think it's just, maintaining awareness, always just thinking about the babies. That would be nice.
Do any publishers offer to donate books to you?
Yes, actually, Chronicle Books made a very generous donation of, I think, 40 books.
What about other publishers?
I've contacted them, and hopefully they'll be sending some soon.
So in the search bar on YouTube, if we put books for babies, that video will come up, or how do we get to that?
So this video in particular, if you look up Brigham Baby Academy, I believe that would be the quickest way to find this.
And then do you have a certain end date to when you're collecting the books, or is it all through the month of February?
I think it's probably going to be all through the month of February.
How many books would be too many books? If you just delivered 600, right?
Yes.
Would 6,000 be too many?
Probably not. I think,
60,000 be too many?
well, maybe for one hospital, but there are always hospitals in need.
And do you have 10 other hospitals that you think want them?
Actually, several other hospitals have contacted me.
Any other questions? Thank you, Aidan.
All right, thank you.